If you run a D2C brand and send SMS campaigns to customers in Texas, you need to stop what you're doing right now and watch this. Texas just changed its SMS marketing laws, and if you're not compliant, you could face fines that would make a bad Q4 look like pocket change. We're talking about new rules that are already in effect, stricter enforcement, and a lot of brands who don't even realize they're now breaking the law every time they hit send. This isn't legal advice, I'm not your attorney, but after watching this, you'll know exactly what's changed and what it means for your SMS program, and the steps that you need to take today so you don't end up in court. Hey, what's up guys? Mark Milliton, I'm the founder of Breadloaf. I make these videos to help you make more money through email, SMS, push, direct mail, retention marketing, lifecycle in general, along with paid acquisition, CRO, and creative. I've been in this game for over 17 years now, and today we're talking about SMS and what you need to do to protect yourself with some of these new policy changes. If you send text to customers in Texas, grab a notepad because these new rules are a real big deal. So what happened in Texas and why does it even matter? The state of Texas recently amended its Business and Commerce Code, specifically the Texas Telephone Consumer Protection Act, also called the TTCPA. Before this new law went into effect, the law mostly mirrored the federal TCPA rules. You needed prior express written consent to send marketing texts. That's why we have double opt-in set for SMS marketing. And by the way, if you're not running double opt-in right now with your SMS campaigns, you are definitely 100% out of compliance in the United States. So what's new? Texas added a stricter definition and penalties, and they're applying these rules more aggressively to marketing automation and D2C e-commerce campaigns. The update closes loopholes that some marketers were exploiting, like vague consent language, single opt-in without clear disclosures, or sending outside of allowed time windows. Texas is now aligning more closely with the opt-in transparency best practices, but they've added a private right of action. That means consumers can sue you directly, not just regulators. And if you need to ask why you should even care about this, well, one lawsuit for violating Texas SMS laws can mean $500 to $1,500 per text. If you've got a big list, that can multiply faster than a bad review in TikTok Shop. So what are some of the key changes that you need to know? Well, let's start off with stricter opt-in requirements. You must clearly state before they subscribe that they're agreeing to receive marketing text messages. And you must also include the brand name and the purpose. There's also no more generic sign up for updates without saying via text message or including marketing. Next, we're going to talk about time of day restrictions. You can't send marketing texts outside of 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. local Texas time. Now, for the most part, if you're already following best practices, you're most likely not sending campaigns outside of the window of 8 a.m. local to 7 p.m. local in the first place. Also, if your SMS platform sends blasts in batches, make sure Texas customers don't get a midnight ping. Next is easy opt-out enforcement. Reply stop to unsubscribe must be included, and opt-outs must be processed immediately, not after a few more "are you sure" messages. When someone's opt-out, they're opted out. There's no wiggle room here. If you don't follow this opt-out protocol, I can guarantee you there's gonna be someone trying to get a lawsuit up your ass. Next, we're gonna talk about record keeping. You should be able to prove consent, including timestamp, IP, and the exact language they saw for every subscriber. Listen, this is why we use compliant platforms like Klaviyo, Attentive, Postscript, 3 of my favorite, but there's a dozen other SMS platforms out there, and all of them should be able to record the compliance protocol. When did someone opt in? What was their IP? You're gonna need this information if you ever get a frivolous lawsuit that comes knocking on your door. And I can guarantee you that if you do not follow this protocol, specifically with Texas, you're going to get one of these lawsuits knocking on your door. We've seen this time and time again, specifically in Florida. This last year, we had a client in Postscript that got one of these demand letters from a law firm in Florida. After looking up the individual who the demand letter was for, we found out that this individual had been working with the same law firm, putting together hundreds of these frivolous SMS lawsuits on the doors of D2C brands that they thought had some money. The thing that they're doing here is they're trying to get you to settle. They're trying to put together a lawsuit, getting you to spend some money to try to write a $50,000 to $100,000 check and call it quits. It's a cash grab, and these law firms are in on it. They're doing what they want to do to make money. They're working with people, and I can tell you there will be Texas law firms working with Texas individuals that will be looking for holes. And if you do not follow this protocol, you're exposing yourself. And this is really easy to make sure you don't mess up. So lastly, we're going to talk about expanded enforcement. Private citizens can sue, and the Texas Attorney General can also pursue cases. Repeat violations can also lead to injunctions and increased fines. So what happens if you don't comply? Let's talk about fines first. It's $500 per violation, up to $1,500 if a court finds the violation was willful or knowing. Second is the lawsuits. A single customer who's been getting unwanted texts can easily involve class action lawyers. Now let's talk about platform risk. Non-compliance can also get you suspended or banned from carriers or platforms like Klaviyo and Attention, killing your SMS revenue channel overnight. Listen, the last thing you want is for the carrier to get involved in the lawsuit and then get in on a compliance basis to your actual SMS platform, and then they shut down and ban you and you can't do anything in the first place, right? You want to follow the protocol, and that's why I'm making this video. So what should D2C brands do right now? Well, the first thing you want to do is audit your list. You want to filter Texas numbers and make sure every one of them has documented compliant opt-in records. This is the first thing I want you to do. I want you to go in and I want you to create a segment of all of your Texas IPs. Anyone that signed up for the Texas IP or is involved in Texas that is actively subscribed, you want to go through, and then from there, you want to audit that list. You want to make sure you have compliant data behind it. And if there's any chance that they're not compliant, don't send to those people. Next, you want to update your opt-in language. Make it explicit. By signing up via text, you agree to receive marketing messages from this brand. Keep it simple, keep it clear, and don't leave any room out there for some attorney to litigate against. Next, segment your send times. Use platform automation to only send to Texas customers during legal hours. Next, test your opt-out process. Reply stop from your own number and see how fast you're removed. We want to make sure that any automation and triggers within your SMS platform are actually working properly. And if they're not, I want you to set up some time with customer support to make sure everything's running and is smooth. Remember, this should be a well-oiled machine. There shouldn't be any thought in here outside of it's working or it's not working. Next, you want to train your team. Anyone running campaigns from marketing to customer service needs to know these new rules. I can tell you that since we found out about this in July, we've been ramping up our whole campaign build-out team so everyone knows what's happening with Texas right now. We've already built out segments for all of our clients, and we're actively monitoring this process to make sure there's no issues and our clients are protected. The brands that treat compliance as part of their customer experience, not just a legal checkbox, are the ones that are going to win long term. If you're running SMS in Texas, the law is clear. Transparency, consent, timing, and respect for the customer's inbox. Do it right, and not only will you avoid lawsuits, but your campaigns will perform better because you're building trust. And if you want help auditing your SMS program for compliance and boosting performance while you're at it, my team at Breadloaf is offering our free brand retention audit for D2C brands right now. It's not for everyone, but right now we have a couple spots open. We normally charge over $4,000 for this audit, and these free audits won't be around for forever. But we know it's time to get this right, and we want to help you out. I'm going to put a link together in the video before that demos this whole audit process and what it looks like and what you're going to get in it. And if you want it, go below and take advantage of it. I hope this video helps. No one wants to talk about compliance. It's a pain in the ass. It's boring, but I can guarantee you the more you make it top of mind, the more you make it a priority, you're going to protect yourself. Love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.